Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. This is John with Be Superfly, and this is demo 11 on our site, and it's a bit advanced. It's a demo that I decided to include, but we're not going to support this any request related to this demo. It's just beyond. It's my decision to add this to and for the time being, we're unable to support it. But this tutorial video, I'll walk through how to use it. Basically, I wanted a demo in that mimicked the agency that I co-own, our menu. And our menu, when you click this hamburger, it comes up with our menu items here, and then as you hover over each one, the background image changes of the entire menu. Now, a couple things to note, like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have about 8 items here. 8 items is probably the max you want to do this with. The fewer items, the better. And then there's no drop down capabilities with this menu. So if you're cool with having 8 items or less, like honestly, I'd rather just have probably 6 items here. And you're down to not do drop downs and you want to do this menu, I'd say keep watching this. But this cool menu here, I'm into sneakers. So when you click on the menu, we get this nice big background image. And then as I hover over each menu item, it's going to change the background image. And then I can click the page and go to that page. So in this tutorial, we're going to add a new one. We're going to add a Yeezy 500, one of the models I really like. And so I'll show you how to do that. It's a few things you have to do. Step one is all the background images I'm using, they're all the exact same size. They're 2000 by 1124. You don't have to use these exact settings, but I've found that, and it probably works fine with different image sizes, but I just feel like having them all be the exact same is a good step to have. And so this is the one we'll be adding today, and you can see it's 2000 by 1124. So that would be step one, is get your images ready, get them all optimized and around the same size. That would be step one. So now we're going to add this. So a few steps. First, I'm going to go to my menus, and this menu is called Demo 11. And I'm going to add a new menu item. And I'm just going to give it a blank URL. We're going to call it Yeezy 500 and add it here. And when I do that, I'm going to twirl this open, and I'm going to twirl open one of these ones so you can see how this is set up. So you can see I have some options turned on that you normally wouldn't have turned on. So to get these on, you're going to go to screen options up here, and you're going to make sure that CSS class is turned on and link relationship is turned on. Make sure those two are turned on for this tutorial. And you'll see this fourth menu item has a CSS class of menu item 4. This third item has a class of menu item 3. So you guessed it. For ours is the fifth item. We're going to say menu item 5. And then for this link relationship, it says Yeezy nav. I'm going to change this to say Yeezy 350 nav. And this one's going to say Yeezy 500 nav. And you can see these other ones say Max nav, Air Force One nav, probably Jordan nav. Yeah. So, all right. So with that, I'm going to save my menu, and this part is done. But if you go to the front end here, you'll see that it's here, but it's not doing anything. And our 351 broke too because we changed that name, but we'll fix that here in a second. All right. So now we're going to go to our theme builder for this. So here's my demo 11. Go into the theme builder, and this will be a JSON file you can download and use as a starting point, which I'd highly recommend. I would recommend that you definitely do. So I'm going to go ahead and go to layer here. All this demo is there's no logo or anything, so which I'm sure you could easily add by doing a column. But you see here we have a hamburger, and I have some settings in here. with the text and so forth. I have in the content here, I have this menu button text right here. You know, initially I put like the heat, but we'll just stick with menu for now. And oh, you know what? We could do a menu. Let's do style 3. I like that. And then I'm styling that menu button here, and I believe I am also menu item text. Yeah, this right here. I am setting the color of the menu item, so that's going to be these here. They're white, and then on hover, they get this red background at 75%. That's what you see there. And then menu item spacing, I'm just moving them 3% here, and there's actually no spacing between them. And then if I go to the custom CSS area, this top 20% is pushing this menu down. Otherwise, it's way up here. Let me see if I can show you where it would be otherwise if I didn't do that. Let me go in here, actually. This is on the, I think it's on here, right? Oh, what is this called? Navigation container. Oh, okay. So navigation container. I should have hit the computed here so I can search for top. Okay, nope. Not there. All right, it's on this here. Oh, top 20%. So without it, it's way up here. So you can change that how you want, but that's what that's doing. This is just making the transition smooth when I hover over it. So this red box smoothly comes in instead of immediate. So you could remove that if you wanted. That's all that's happening in here. So not a lot happening in here. Let's look at the CSS code. I don't even know if we need that body padding top. Let me see what that's doing. Yeah, we do want it. Okay. So we want that. This code you want to leave alone. This here, this padding 25, that is what's setting the padding around this and giving this box some room. So you'll see here if I go here and turn that off, so it's helping control that box size there. And if you wanted to get it perfect, you could just put this on a hover state, and you could go in here and say like, yeah, this is less room than this, so I'm going to add more padding right, or lessen padding left. Like you could go do that if you wanted to. Okay, and so this line you might mess with. This line you won't. This is your default image, and so just did it in this case. That's this default image here when the menu opens. And so to change that image, you would just go, here, and let's say you wanted this image to be it instead. You would copy this, and you would put, you would replace it, but I'm just going to put it down here. Background image, URL, and then everything from .com or .net or whatever you're using, you can get rid of that and just have the / WP content uploads. That's what you want to do. So that's what you would replace this though with that. So that's happening there, and that's all good. But here we go. So now we're going to get into the different menu items and bringing in their background images. So from here, this is going to be Easy 350 nav now. I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to say Easy 500 nav, and I'm going to go grab the URL for this new image I put in. I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to get rid of this, paste it in, and get rid of everything up to .com there. Great. And the rest of this you should be able to leave alone. Cool. So we're done with the CSS code. I'm via cycle and lock it so I don't mess it up. Let me save this real quick. Lastly, we have this HTML code. So we're going to go in here, and basically what this top part is doing, this here, it's loading all the images we're using, and it's hiding them, but it's loading them all so they're ready to be shown, and they can smoothly come in and out. If you didn't do it, then when you go here, they might jump. So I need to copy. Well, I'll just add this one down here. So I'm going to copy this guy, paste, and then I'm going to go grab this link again and put it right here. And again, I'm going to get rid. You don't have to do this step, but it's just cleaner to do this like this. Okay, cool. And then down here, this is where, we change that one to Easy 350 nav. I just need to copy this and make this say Easy 500 nav. Boom. And I'm going to lock this too now and save. Well, actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to not preload the images and see if that actually has any effect. But now I'm going to shift and refresh, reload this thing. So right now, my images are preloading in the background, right? I'm going to go to menu, and then there's Force 1, Max 90, 350, 500. The 500 kind of makes these other ones hard to read, so maybe I'd want to go into Photoshop or whatever and add like a color overlay. I'm fine with it, but I do think my square could be a little stronger of a color, so I'm going to edit that. So let me go into my module here, and menu item text, menu item background color on hover. I'm going to crank this up to 90%. And then the active menu background color, I'll match that 90%. Cool. Let me unlock this one, and I'm going to copy all this here. I'm going to make sure I have it all copied. I'm going to paste it in my paste bin up here. Okay, cool. I'm going to cut all that, and we'll see if that makes a big difference or not. I'm going to save. I'm going to do a hard refresh, like hopefully it'd be like the first time I'm loading, and we'll see. So if I came on the site, I click this, it's loaded. Oh, it still did pretty good. So maybe you don't have to do that step, but I like it because it's just going to, again, preload those images. So I like that step, but and then as far as tablet and mobile, I would probably swap this menu out on tablet and mobile, because I'll show you here. Because here we are on tablet, and you're not going to have, there's no hover state, so it's probably fine. It's probably fine, and if someone does press and hold, it'll update the image, so it is probably fine, I guess. But the cool thing with Mhmm, you could just swap that out for a different menu if you wanted to. That'd be super easy to do. All I have to do is just duplicate this, turn this one disable for tablet and phone, and then this one disable for desktop. and then just change my menu. Let's say I want the main menu to show. Save. But actually, the more I think about it, is you might as well just leave it, because in the off chance they do decide to hold their finger on it a little longer, you'll want that. You'll want that change. But here it's just changing to, you know, the other menu, which if I press and hold, just highlights it, doesn't change the image. So yeah, you might as well just keep it the same, I guess. But that option at least is there. So I'll undo all that. But yeah, that's how you make this dope menu. I love it. I think it's so cool. Again, I hope you enjoy it. It's a menu that we can't support. And so you're on your own with this one for now. We're gonna try to make some updates though to make it easier to work with, so you don't have to go and do all this code stuff here. Or if we get enough requests to do that, I guess. If we get enough requests for folks using this one and it really grows in popularity, then we'll spend some time and resources to making it, maybe even making a module for it, so you wouldn't have to do all this stuff. So yeah, let us know if you want that to happen. In the meantime, enjoy this menu. All right, y'all. Cheers.